Hey, it's Lexus, and in today's video, we're going to go to Little Free Libraries again. So I made a list last night of 37 libraries. I think we're gonna try to hit at least 20 of them. So we have these 2 full boxes plus this basket full of books that I am unhauling. So let's go see if we can find any hidden gems, and most of all, let's just unhaul these books so they get out of my house. Let's go have some fun. So for the past week, my husband and I were visiting family, so on our way out of town, we wanted to stop by this Little Free Library. We've been here before, and it's shaped like a robot. It's the cutest thing ever. But when we pulled up today, we realized like the window of it's broken, like somebody busted it in. So we called the people who are in charge of it, and they said, thanks for letting us know, we will come fix it. But as of right now, we just have to show you it with a broken window because that's what we got. So let's go see what's inside of it, and hopefully they can get it fixed soon. So like, I don't know if somebody punched it or if it got broken because of weather, but it should not look like this. No way. Guys, are you kidding right now? No wonder somebody broke this. These are amazing books in here. That's crazy. Oh, okay.
Did not expect to see Emily Henry here. I see a lot of children's books.
This just came out in April. This is brand new.
Somebody's keeping up with this.
Crazy. I have this book already, but I have the pink cover. This is the red cover. That's awesome. Well, that's really cool. Was not expecting to see Emily Henry in this. Anyway, I'm putting in Paper Hearts by Ali Novak and Thieves Gambit by Kavion Lewis. And we're just gonna display these because...
As they should be.
Yeah. Move this one over a little bit. That's crazy, guys.
But there's a bonus.
Oh,
next to it.
Apparently next to it, there's also this bucket of books. Jurassic Farts. It doesn't work.
Well, might need new batteries.
I have this on my Kindle. That's cool. Never read it though. Well, this is nice. Hopefully these don't get wet though. Like, hopefully these aren't out all the time. Anyway, I still want to give this one a 10 out of 10 because it's a freaking robot and that's really cool. So I still want to give this place a 10 out of 10 because this is a freaking robot. Like, how cool is that? So hopefully they can come and get this fixed soon so that the books stay safe. But let's go to the next one and see if we can find anything cool. That was really cool we found Emily Henry in here though. But let's go to the next one. So we're at the next little library and we're putting in Hazel Fine Sings Along by Katie Wicks and Love in the Time of Serial Killers by Alicia Thompson. So let's go see what we find in there. Oh my gosh, there's some good books in here, guys. Look. The Fine Print gave that 5 stars. House in the Cerulean Sea. Under the Whispering Door. Those are awesome picks. Here's a puzzle. Alright, what else we got? I heard this author is pretty popular, but I've never read any of her stuff. Pretty as a Picture. A twisty story I might get this one. What's this one? That's a really pretty cover. Award-winning author of himself. I like this cover a lot too. Okay, I'll put this one in here. This one can now have a spot. I'll do this. I'm gonna put the puzzle back. Oh yeah. I really like this library. It's so cute. It literally looks like a house. Like there's windows on the side of it. And there's some pretty good books in here. So I'm gonna give this one a 10 out of 10. Let's go to the next. We're at the next one, and I'm gonna try to fit 4 books in there. So we have Now That You Mention It by Kristen Higgins, Not Your Ex's Hexes by April Asher, Our Year of Maybe by Rachel Lynn Solomon, and Where She Went by Gail Forman. All right, let's go see what's in there. See yourself smiling. Ooh, it says best first book ever. No thanks. I don't like scorpions. Ooh, that's a cool picture. Sounds like it'd be a good book. But I don't think I'm gonna read it. Alright, let's see. Well, maybe. Come on. There's room for at least one of them. There we go. I didn't see anything in here that I wanted, but this one is kept in really good condition. So I think I'm still going to give this one a 9 out of 10. So let's go to the next. So we're at the next library. We actually found this one when we were looking for the one on the map. So we're going to stop and see what they have. So we're going to put in Beauty and the Beast, What You Wish For by Catherine Center, Shipped by Angie Hockman, and The Hotel Nantucket by Ellen Hildebrand. Let's see what we can find in there.
What?
Okay. A lot in here. Look at that Kermit on the back. This book is so sad. Do not read it. Hey, here's that book.
Yeah, that's a good one.
This is the stuff I want to buy for my bookshelf. Keep the moisture away from my books. Oops, I dropped some books. Okay.
This thing is obnoxious. It's whistling at you whenever you walk by.
Yeah. Okay, there wasn't really anything in there that I wanted, but this is a really cool library, and that little guy approves apparently, so we'll give this a 7.5 out of 10. Let's go to the next. So we're at the next library, and it kind of looks like it's a bunch of kids' books in there. So I'm gonna put in these young adult books because it's the closest thing I have. So we have Spells for Lost Things by Jenna Evans Welch, and Hello Girls by Brittany Cavallero and Emily Henry. So let's go see what's in there. Oh, that's cute. I bet you I would have ate that up when I was a kid. Oop, all over. Ella Enchanted. Heck yeah. Lizzie McGuire. Oh, don't tempt me with a good time. Oh, look, it's a polar bear. Aww. I almost want that just because of the cover. Okay. There we go. That looks nice. Okay. I didn't see anything in there for me, but this one's really cute. It is a little dusty. It looks like it needs cleaned up a little, but overall, I think I'd give it like a 7.5 out of 10. All right, let's go to the next. Okay, we're at the next one. So we're putting in Mr. Fixer-Upper by Lucy Score, It Happened One Summer, and Hook, Line, and Sinker by Tessa Bailey, The Banned Bookshop of Maggie Banks by Shauna Robinson, Road Trip Summer by Lauren Barnholt, and Pack Up the Moon by Kristen Higgins. Let's see what we can find. I keep seeing this one in Little Free Libraries, and I refuse to read it because the movie was so sad. That one will fit up there. Look. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Mystery plushie. Alright. I didn't see anything in there that I wanted, but this is very well organized and very well kept. I want to say I'm going to give this one a 9 out of 10. And I also love the blue color. It's so pretty. Let's go to the next one. We're at the next library. On the app, it said that it was just the top one for a while, and then in January they added the little yellow box, which is just children's books, which I want to look at because it looks really cute. It looks like it's Winnie the Pooh. At this one, we're going to put in Annie Freeman's Fabulous Traveling Funeral by Chris Radish, Paper Princess by Aaron Wood, 7 X's by Lucy Vine, Would You Rather by Allison Ashley, and All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr. Let's see what we can find. I just read the review on the back of this one, and it says, has all my favorite things, a marriage of convenience, only one bed, and chicken wings. I couldn't put it down. Oh, that's so funny. Okay. I've heard things, both good and bad, of this book, but it's a horror book, and I'm scared of that, so we're not getting it. Ooh, I want a sign. I've heard really good things about this one. It's supposed to be like a Christian romance. I don't know if I want to take it or not, but it's a book of the month book. Okay, let's try to reorganize this a little bit. We'll do this one because it's tall. And then... this one goes over here. Oh. Put this one back over here too, because it's a tall book. Okay, and then down here, I'm not seeing anything. Apologizing to dogs. How to bake a perfect life. It's a Target club pick. That has to be old. So you don't see that on their books anymore. When was this? 2011. Okay. I'm not getting anything from this one, but look, it's Winnie the Pooh. It's got the little flowers on it. That sounds so cute. Definitely giving this a 10 out of 10. It's just so cute. Okay, I didn't find anything here, but we left 6. I guess we left 5.
There's a lot of room in there.
Okay, apparently my husband wants me to put a few more in here, so let me grab some from the car. Okay, well, we're gonna have to move some of these down here then. Because I grabbed some hard covers and they're not fitting down here. Too tall. So we have One A Fatal Mistake by Tom Hunt. The Bromance Book Club by Alyssa K. Adams. Good Material by Dolly Alderton. 1 in a Million Boy by Monica Wood. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to the next one. Okay, we're at the next one. I'm going to put in this autographed edition of The Jewels of January by Julia Hart. Here's the autograph. Then we have The Stolen Lady by Laura Morelli. The Pairing by Casey McQuiston. This one's got the sprayed edges. Then we have The Worst Best Man by Mia Sosa. And then we have the collector's edition of It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover, which's got these pretty end pages and her signature on the cover. All right, let's go see what they have in there. What's that from?
I do not know. Dude, I think it's a fly carrying its dinner.
Okay. Did not need to see that today. There we go. Okay, this one is very well maintained. It's really pretty colors. I like the contrast of the green and the maroon. And I think I'm going to give this one a 8 out of 10. Let's go to the next. Okay, so we're at the next one, and they said on the app that they used the leftover siding from their house remodel to make this one. So it matches their house. It's really cool. So I'm going to put in After Hours on Miller Grove Street by Angelina M. Lopez. One Star Romance by Laura Hankin. Anatomy, a love story by... I can't tell if that's a D or an S. It's either Santa Schwartz or Dana Schwartz. And then we have All the Bright Places by Jennifer Nevin. Let's see what they have in this library. I keep looking at this one. I think I'm gonna take this one. Because I've been looking at this for a couple years. I just never bought it in case I didn't like it, but it's free, so I can always just put it back if I don't like it. This one's very nice. It's very big, roomy, and it's very well kept. So I'm gonna give this one a 9 out of 10. All right, let's go to the next. So we're at the next one, and the road that we turned on to get to this one says that it's the historic district. So I figured we could put in Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte and The Art Thief by Michael Finkel, because these are just giving historic vibes. So I figured it'd fit right in.
Especially since you have somebody named Bronte writing a book.
Yeah, so let's see what's in this little free library. Take one, bring one, or do both. Yeah, that fits the vibes.
Yep.
No, you want that?
No.
Oh, that's the same author of this book that went like viral last year. I've never heard of this one. Anyway, we'll put mine right there and right there. Okay. This one also looks like it matches the house, which is really cool. I love the color blue that they have going on over here. This one looks like it's pretty well kept, but the door looks like it could use a little help. So I think I'm gonna give this one a 6.5 out of 10, which is still really good rating. So let's go to the next one. Okay, we're at the next one. I'm gonna put in 28 Summers by Ellen Hildebrand, The Other Black Girl by Zakiya Delilah Harris, Heart and Soul by Jen Frederick, The Jet Setters by Amanda Ear Ward, and Five Survive by Holly Jackson. Let's go. I like the little benches, those are cute. I've heard good things about this author. Okay. Oh, look, here's a Holy Bible. I didn't see anything in here that I wanted, but this one is very nice. It's really big, lots of space. Pretty colors, I guess. And I like the little benches that are behind it. Looks kind of cute. Let's go to the next one. Okay, we're at the next one. This one looks pretty big. We're gonna put in Wreck the Halls by Tessa Bailey. Really Good Actually by Monica Heisey. The Bookshop of Second Chances by Jackie Fraser. And The Valentine's Hate by Sydney Halston. Let's see what we can find. I was looking at this to write my paper in one of my classes last semester. That's kind of funny. Okay. What we got back here? Nothing really. Cliff Notes on A Tale of Two Cities, if anyone needs help with that book. A Simple Wedding. Hallmark Publishing? I'll look at that one. Cole and Savannah LeBrant. I know, like, I've heard of them. Let's see. Well, I'm not seeing much in here that I would be interested in. Let's put this one back. I definitely don't want this one. And then we'll stick these in there. Okay, let's see what this one is. I think I'm gonna take that one. Never heard of it before. Sounds interesting enough, so. Let's see. I say I'll give this one a 9 out of 10. It's very roomy, but a lot of these books I feel like are stuff that nobody wants. So I have to bump it down for that. But let's go to the next one. We're at the next one, and it looks really full, so I'm gonna try to fit this one in here, and if I can fit more, I will. But as of right now, we're just gonna try to put The Book Eaters by Sunny Dean in there. Let's go. Okay. Oh, that's a cute cover. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything in here that I want, but we're gonna put that one right there. So this one's really cute. I really like the design of it, like the colors. They just go together well, red and yellow, I don't know. But we didn't find anything, so we just left one book, and let's go to the next one. We have a book that's small. There we go. Put Kevin Hart in there.
A book that's small. And then
That's
you got Kevin
so
Hart.
funny. I didn't even mean that. I just meant it wasn't thick. We're at the next one, and this one is actually just a bench. It's like really cool, so I wanted to just come look at it anyway. But yeah, it looks really full again, so we're just gonna put the one book in there. So we're gonna put I Can't Make This Up, Life Lessons by Kevin Hart. So let's go look at this one. Okay, how do you open this? Opens like this. That's an amazing book, guys. If you haven't read it, please do. Okay. You're gonna put this one down there. And this one down here as well. Okay, I didn't really find anything in there for me, but I just thought this bench was like the coolest idea for a little free library, so I had to stop and show it to you guys. So let's go to the next one. Okay, we're at the next one. I'm gonna try to put in The Help by Catherine Stockett, Cursed Crowns by Catherine Doyle and Catherine Weber, and an American Original Walt Disney by Bob Thomas. And this one looks like it's got two little boxes, and one has the word grown-ups on it. So let's go see what they have. Okay, so this one is for kids, I think. Yeah. And they got these little bookmarks. Looks like they made them. These are really cute. Adorable. So, this is for kids.
School age.
Yeah.
That's good.
They're like, here's Divergent. You guys might be upset to hear this, but I never read the Divergent series as a kid. Let me know if you want to see me read it now. And then this one says grown-ups on it.
It's not as cute as this one.
Man, the sun. Blinding. Okay. To Kill a Mockingbird. Absolute classic. I'm trying to see, but that sun's blinding me. Alright, what else we got in here? Okay. Here we go. Warrior Princess. Never heard of that before. Cool. Well, she gets to go up there. We're just gonna stick those in here. Oh, there's bookmarks in here too. Alright. I'm gonna take this bookmark. It's just so cute. Oh, it's got the artist on the back. So this is artist Skylar in the 2nd grade. That's adorable. Thank you for my bookmark, Skylar. Alright. I think we're gonna try to go to 1 or 2 more, and then we're gonna go to dinner because we are starving. So let's go to the next. Okay, we're at the next one, and this one looks full, but I'm gonna try to fit 2 books in there. We have Far From Agrabah by Aisha Saeed. We have Dangerous Secrets, The Story of Aduna and Agnar by Mari Mancusi. So let's go see if they can fit in there and see what we can find. Look, it's Lynn Painter. And we also have Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Read that one if you guys haven't as well. The Soulmate Equation by Christina Lauren. I've heard good things about that. I got rid of this book too. Every Last Word. Nice. Oh, I like that cover. This sounds like it. But based on what the back of it says, it sounds like it's going to be kind of like A Man Called Ove, and I did not like that book, so I'm kind of scared to try this one. Like, in theory, it sounds like I will like it, but if it's anything like that book, I will not like it. I kind of want this one, but I have the paperback, so I don't really need it. But I love Lynn Painter. Okay. I like the pink color. They had good books in there. Let's give it a 10 out of 10. All right, we might go to one more. We'll see if it's close by, and if not, we'll see you at dinner. Let's go. So it says that we can reach this next one by walking on the park trail. So I guess we're gonna go for a walk and see if we can find this library. Let's go. So I'm gonna put in books 1 and 3 of the Twisted series by Anna Huang if we find this library. Smells like Germex. Alright, heart on my sleeve. Oh, the dog. Christmas in Vermont. The Devil's Horn. Home at the End of the World. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Is this like those big ones I was collecting? It is. It's part of that series.
The Spine has seen better days.
Yeah, so maybe not get it. Okay. We're gonna have to stack these. Well, there we go. We had to reorganize, but everything fits. Well, this was a cute one. We had to take a little walk to find it, so that's cool. All right, let's go to dinner because I'm really starving. So, see you there. Okay, so we were leaving the neighborhood on our way to Barnes & Noble and dinner. And we found another little library that we weren't looking for, so we're just going to stop real quick. And I'm going to put in The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett and Walt Disney Hollywood's Dark Prince by Mark Elliott. So let's see what they have. Follow on Instagram. They have the sprayed edges of Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. And they have The Do-Over by Lynn Painter. You know what? I do want the paperback of that. I don't know if I'm going to take it, but I do want the paperback of it. Oh. You have that one, don't you?
I do have that one.
We have The Stepsisters. Well, I don't need that one. I already have this. But I think I might take the paperback of Better, or The Do-Over. Okay. So I guess we're also putting in Blue Sisters by Coco Mellors. The Engagement by J. Courtney Sullivan. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, a special rehearsal edition script, and Honey by Isabel Banta. There we go. Okay, for real this time, let's go book shopping and eat dinner. Okay guys, so just finished dinner, full as heck. I feel like I'm going to explode. But now we have about almost 2 hours till we get home. So I will do a haul when I get home. But we did go to the bookstore and we went to Little Free Libraries today, so we got quite the haul coming, so stay tuned. Okay, so it's the next day. When we got home, it was like 11 p.m. and I was really tired, so I just went to bed. So I'm gonna do the haul now. So first we have this bookmark that Skylar, a second grader, made. And I just think that it is so cute. I'm really excited to use it. So then at I think it was the first library that we went to yesterday, I picked up Things in Jars by Jess Kidd. And this one says, Birdie Devine, detective extraordinaire, is confronted with her most baffling puzzle yet. The kidnapping of Christabel Berwick, secret daughter of Sir Edmund Athelstan, I guess, Berwick, a peculiar child who reputed supernatural powers, have captured the attention of collectors who trade in curiosities in this age of discovery. Winding her way through the sooty streets of Victorian London, Birdie won't rest until she finds Christabel, even if that means unearthing parts of her own past that she'd rather keep buried. But secrets abound in this foggy underworld where nothing is quite what it seems. I don't know what's gotten into me lately, but I'm starting to feel like I'm wanting to read like mysteries and thrillers, so this sounded good, so I picked it up. And first thing that happens is I don't like it and I put it back in the library. From that same library, we also picked up Pretty as a Picture by Elizabeth Little. Whoever donated this made it to page 19 and kept their paperclip in there, so I also got a paperclip. So that's cool. But this was also another like mystery type thriller book. Like right up here says it's a twisty story. Like I said, I don't know why, but suddenly I'm in the mood for those, so I picked this one up as well. This says, Marissa Dahl, a shy but successful film editor, travels to a small island off the coast of Delaware to work with the legendary and legendarily demanding director Tony Rees on a feature film with a familiar logline, Some Girl Dies. It's not much to go on, but the specifics don't concern Marissa. She'll spend her days in the editing room doing what she does best, turning pictures into stories. But she soon discovers that on the set, nothing is as it's supposed to be or as it seems. Drawn into the investigation of the unsolved real-life murder that the movie takes as its central subject, Marissa soon realizes that the killer may still be on the loose, and he might not be finished. So, this just sounds like it's going to be a fun time. And hopefully I don't get too scared, because I am a scaredy cat. I also picked up The Do-Over by Lynn Painter. I already read this book, but I just wanted a paperback copy of it, and it's in like really good condition, so. And then I picked up A Simple Wedding by Lee Duncan, and this actually says it's Hallmark Publishing, so I think this is just gonna be like a Hallmark movie. Never heard of it before, but it says that this is the first book of a Hallmark series, so that's cool. But it says, Jenny always dreamed of getting married at Hart's Landing, but when she finally visits the charming small town, she's there to make wedding arrangements for someone else. Her cousin, who also happens to be her boss, and a famous movie star. To keep the event secret and avoid media circus, Jenny pretends she's the one getting married. Nick is intrigued by this bride-to-be who starts visiting his bakery every afternoon for sweet treats and conversation. He has to keep reminding himself that she's already spoken for. As Jenny deals with her cousin's ever-changing demands, she tries to hide her attraction to Nick. Planning this wedding couldn't be more complicated, and what will happen once the truth comes to light. So, it just sounded like it was going to be a good time. Hallmark movies are a good time sometimes. Sometimes they're a little much, but this one doesn't sound like it's going to be too much, so it sounds like just a fun summer read. And then the last book I got at the Little Free Library was Georgie All Along by Kate Claiborne. I've been hearing about this for a few years, and I was just afraid I wasn't going to like it. So since it was in a library, might as well pick it up. If I don't like it, I'll just put it back. Longtime personal assistant Georgie McCulkey has made a career out of putting others before herself. When an unexpected upheaval sends her away from her hectic job in LA and back to her hometown, Georgie must confront an uncomfortable truth. Her own wants and needs have always been disconcertingly blank page. But then Georgie comes across a forgotten artifact, a friendfic diary she wrote as a teenager, filled with possibilities she once imagined. To an overwhelmed Georgie, the diary's simple. Small-scale ideas are a lifeline, a guidebook for getting started on a new path. Georgie's plans hit a snag when she comes face-to-face with an unexpected roommate, Levi Fanning, one-time town troublemaker and current town hermit. But this quiet, grouchy man is more than just his reputation, and he offers to help Georgie with her quest. As the two make their way through her wish list, Georgie begins to realize that what she truly wants might not be in the pages of her diary after all, but right by her side. If only they can both find a way to let go of the past that hold them back. So it sounds like it might be good. I just don't know if it's fully something that I'm interested in, but I'm excited nonetheless. And also from this library, they put this little stamp in here that basically says it's property of a Little Free Library, so you can't sell it. I guess it's so people don't come to the libraries and just steal the books to sell them. So then we also went to Barnes & Noble. So we'll quickly go through this haul. So first we got Spy Family Volume 3, because like I said, I needed to pick this up and read it. But now that I bought it, I have a feeling that it's going to leave off on a cliffhanger, and I don't have book 4. So I didn't really future-proof this one. Anyway, next we have Sounds Like Love by Ashley Posted. I don't know a lot about this one, but I've been hearing everyone say that it's good, so picked it up. Joni Lark has a secret. She's one of the most coveted songwriters in Los Angeles, and yet she can't write. There's an emptiness inside her, and nothing seems to fill it. When she returns to her hometown of Vienna Shores, North Carolina, she hopes that the sand, the surf, and the concerts at her family's music venue will spark inspiration. But when Joni gets there, nothing is how she left it. Her best friend is hiding something, her mother's memories are fading fast, and her family's music venue is closing. How can Joni write when her world is leaving her behind? Then she hears it, a melody in her head, lyricless and half-formed, and an all-alluring and addictive voice to go with it, belonging apparently to a rhyme musician and emptiness of his own. Surely he's a figment of Joni's overworked imagination. Then a very real man shows up in Vienna Shores. He's arrogant and guarded, and not at all like the sweet, funny voice in Joni's head. And he has a plan for breaking their inconvenient telepathic connection. Finish the song haunting them both and hope they don't risk their hearts or their secrets in the process. Because that melody, the one drawing them together, what if it's there for a reason? Sounds like it's going to be really good, so I'm excited. Then I picked up 4 Weekends and a Funeral by Ellie Palmer. I've been hearing amazing things about this, and from what I know, it's about this girl, what's her name? So it's about this girl named Allison who was dating this guy, but they broke up like, I guess a while ago, but they didn't tell anyone. And she finds out that she's still dating him when she's at his funeral. So then she has to help his, I think it's his cousin or somebody, clean out his house after he dies, and they have like 4 weeks to do it. So this sounds like it's gonna be interesting. And then I picked up It's a Love Story by Annabelle Monaghan. I'm actually currently reading this one through Libby on my Kindle. I think I'm like 70 pages in or something. So far, what I'm gathering is this is a story about Jane, who used to be a child actress on a TV show, and now she's trying to be a screenwriter. So she's trying to find these projects to turn them into movies, basically. And she thinks she found the perfect one, but so far her boss is like, that's kind of boring. We need like A-list actors for people to be interested, but we don't have the budget for that. And she's like, well, I know this famous songwriter. Maybe he can write a song for us. Well, it turns out she hasn't talked to the guy since she was a child actor. So now she's trying to figure out how to get in touch with this famous musician so that she can get him to write a song for this movie that she's trying to make. And it's good so far. Like, I'm really enjoying it, so I just had to pick up a physical copy. So then I picked up Margot's Got Money Troubles by Rufy Thorpe, and I've been hearing that this is so funny, so I'm really excited for it. It says, as the child of a Hooters waitress and an ex-pro wrestler, Margot Millet's always known she'd have to make it on her own. So she enrolls at her local junior college, even though she can't imagine how she'll ever make a living. She's still figuring things out and never planned to have an affair with her English professor. Oh, okay. And while the affair is brief, it isn't brief enough to keep her from getting pregnant. This just keeps getting worse. Despite everyone's advice, she decides to keep the baby, mostly out of naivety and yearning for something bigger. Now at 20, Margot is alone with an infant, unemployed, and on the verge of eviction. She needs a cash infusion fast. When her estranged father, Jinx, shows up on her doorstep and asks to move in with her, she agrees in exchange for help with childcare. Then Margot begins to form a plan. She'll start an OnlyFans as an experiment. She soon finds herself adapting some of Jinx's advice from the world of wrestling, like how to craft a compelling character and how to make your audience fall in love with you. Before she knows it, she's turned it into a runway success. Could this be the answer to all of Margot's problems, or does the internet fame come with too high of a price? I'm so excited for this one. It sounded like it just kept getting worse and worse, and it's hilarious. I'm excited. And then I picked up the special edition of The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. If you've seen any of my videos before, you know how much I love this series, so I had to pick this up. So it's got these sprayed edges that look like puzzle pieces. The front is just really shiny, like I love it. The end pages are like the crime scene paper, love that. And then this is the front cover. And if you've read this series, you know what the necklace symbolizes. I'm just really excited to have this. And I might need to reread soon because I just keep thinking about this series. And then the last book that I picked up was Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid, which is her new release this year. I don't know a whole lot about this, but I keep hearing good things. And the lady at Barnes & Noble was actually like, I'm so excited that you're buying that book. I'm halfway through it and it's amazing. So I want other people to read it. So she was really happy that I picked it up. I was debating on whether or not I was going to get this or wait for the paperback to come out. But the lady at Barnes & Noble was like, no, you need it now. So that convinced me to purchase it. But these are the end pages. It's really pretty. And then it's such a pretty blue color. So with my limited knowledge on this one, I know that it's about an astronaut and that there is a love story involved. It's in the title. So let's read this because I don't know fully what it's about. Joan Goodwin has been obsessed with the stars for as long as she can remember. She is content with her life as a professor of physics and astronomy and as an aunt to her precious niece Frances until she comes across an advertisement seeking the first woman scientist to join NASA's space shuttle program. Suddenly, Joan bursts to be one of the few people to go to space. Selected from a pool of thousands of applicants in the summer of 1980, Joan begins training at Houston's Johnson Space Center alongside an exceptional group of fellow candidates. Top Gun pilot Hank Redmond and scientist John Griffin, easygoing even when the stakes are high. Mission specialist Lydia Danes, who has worked too hard to play nice. Warm-hearted Donna Fitzgerald navigating her own secrets. And Vanessa Ford, the magnetic and mysterious aeronautical engineer who can fix any engine and fly any plane. As they become unlikely friends and prepare for their first flights, Joan finds a love she never imagined. In this new light, Joan begins to question everything she thinks she knows about her place in the observable universe. Count me in. So yeah, that's my haul of books that I got from the Little Free Library and from Barnes & Noble. Hope you guys had fun coming along with me to all these new libraries I've never been to before. I had a blast. Found some really good books in there. Was not expecting to find the new Emily Henry book in one of them. That was crazy. And we found Lynn Painter. We found Taylor Jenkins Reid. We were just finding lots of good books. Let me know if you guys have read any of the books that I bought from Barnes & Noble or that I got from the library. If you think I'm going to like any of them. Let me know what your favorite library was. If you were as encapsulated with them as I was, because they had some really cool ones. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.